A lot of people had the same question, and I'm going to leave a couple right here just showing you how many people feel the same way. I'm not trying to step on any toes when I talk about this. I know it can be very controversial, and it's already hard being a trans content creator because being trans is already controversial. So I'm always dealing with controversial conversations. And the one thing I never wanted to do was to have controversy within controversy. And with people that follow me, I don't want them to think I'm coming for them or like just like talking shit about them because I'm not. I'm just, this is very important. And I think I've been doing a very, very big disservice for the black and brown community as a black trans person with a following. As most of you guys know, if you have been following me for a while, you know I started my trans journey online to kind of just be a diary for myself and to document my own personal goals and changes and things to look back on in the future. And the other major reason that I didn't really talk about too much, but another reason I wanted to be a face in the world as a trans person is because I wanted to be representation for the black and brown community. Because when I started my physical transition, a lot of the people I looked up to were white. And there's nothing wrong with them being white. I can enjoy watching people who are white. It's got nothing to do with that, but it's got all to do with I had no one to look up to that looked like me. We have come a long way. I transitioned well over 7, 8 years now. So in the beginning, when I first came out back in like 2015, the representation was even worse. So I do want to say it's gotten so much better, but it's still suffering. And yeah, like I said, when I was trying to find people to look up to and to watch their journey, it was hard for me to find anyone that looked like me. So in the end, a lot of the people I looked up to were all white, and I can't ever look like them. A lot of the people in the white trans space, they all have a very specific look, and it's a look I could never mimic. So a lot of them would have like the Justin Bieber hair. It was a very specific look, and no judgment to that look at all. Justin Bieber is love my Justin Bieber lookalikes. But at the end of the day, I can't look like Justin Bieber. I need to be able to look up to somebody who looks like Bryson Tiller. I need to be able to look up to somebody who looks like Chris Brown. Like I need people that I can actually look like. And when I can't find these people, that just makes dysphoria that much worse because it's already hard being transgender and feeling like you can't find community and you can't find people that look like you to make you feel like you belong. It's another to be trans and black, meaning be trans and also struggle finding people that look like you as a black and brown person. When you're hit with a double whammy, it makes it that much harder. Recently, I actually downloaded Reddit, and this stuck out to me a lot, and it kind of pushed me to make this video that much quicker because I'm like, these people need answers. I was kind of just looking at trans topics on Reddit because Reddit is like the one platform I don't have or didn't have. I just always never really cared to have it, but I decided to download it and just see what was up with that. And a lot of people had the same question, and I'm going to leave a couple right here just showing you how many people feel the same way. And it really broke my heart because so many people just want to find representation. They just want to find people they can look up to and that they can see that, oh, okay, my community is a part of this community as well. It's okay to be this way. Like we all deserve to feel that validation and feel that acceptance. And oh, I guess Ripley wants to as well. Ripley, we can't do the butt in the face. Um, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the butt in the face. It just really made me realize that this is a problem. Another thing that I notice is you guys might know what I'm talking about. I couldn't find the picture, but I'm going to try and find it. Hopefully, I can add it here. But there's always this meme that goes around every few years, and It's usually somebody sharing it and it says, one day this will be me, or I can't wait for this day to be me. And it's of a bunch of top surgeries. And it's like a little collage of like 6 or 7 different like top surgery results. But every single one of these top surgeries are of white people. Again, there is nothing wrong with representation for white people, but where's our representation? Why couldn't it have been a collage of images of all different complexions of people to show and represent all the different types of trans people that there are? It's never that way. It is always white people are always the default and always the standard for everything, at least in America. I can only speak for America because I live in America. There is nothing wrong with white representation, but there also needs to be black and brown representation, Asian representation, Hispanic representation, all different types of representation. But there isn't. Lastly, the other thing I came across on Instagram, I don't think this person meant any harm when making this video. I really think it was innocent, and it's just something that needs to be talked about because it was so innocent. It's unfortunate because all of us, even black and brown people, we all have this mindset where we don't really think about things until somebody happens to say, "Oh, hey, wait, what about these people?" So this person made a TikTok reel or Instagram reel, and they were pretty much recreating trans influencers' fashion. And so this person, I'm not sure if they were a trans man or if they were non-binary, but they were recreating fashion by very popular trans influencers. But every single influencer they represented were all white creators. Not a single black and brown creator was in that list. And yes, the person that made this video, they were white. So, of course, there's a bias there of why they didn't really think about it. But I see this all the time, even sometimes from black and brown people, where they will recreate things that are just representing white creators. And it's doing such a disservice for everyone because not only is it a disservice for black people to not see representation in their own community, but it's a disservice for white trans people to see, hey, there's all other types of trans people out here too. Yes, obviously everyone knows that there's all different types, but no one's seeing it as much as we are with the white trans community. And the reason I saw that video is because somebody had commented on it and said, "Hey, could you remake this video and do another one with black trans creators?" And then they listed a couple of black trans creators, and I happen to be one of them. And that's not the first time where I've gotten tagged in something where someone is looking for black trans creators, and people will tag me and a few others as examples. And it's just really, really unfortunate that we still have to do so much digging to find black representation in everything in life, not just trans stuff, in the entire LGBTQ, in the entire world, and literally in everything we do, white is the standard. We all need to be represented. So I really hope nobody's going to be in the comments doing the boo-hoo, all lives matter type of argument, because it's not about white trans people needing to like step down from the spotlight. It's all about bringing black and brown people to that level to share the spotlight, for all types of people to share the spotlight as trans representation, because there are not just white trans people in the world. There are so many more types of people, and we are all equally just as important and should be represented just as much. So what I'm going to do is, under this video, I'm going to comment some black trans creators because, like I said, there are so many, so many. We just don't get the numbers that some of our other trans brothers and sisters get. We don't get the same audience. I'm going to do my part and try and show you guys some of these black and brown creators. And it's not just for black and brown people to watch. Also, I want some of my white trans followers to also go subscribe to their channel. It's not all about looking for the influencers with 400,000 followers. It's not about that. It's about who has the strongest message. Who do you just look up to because you like the person that they are? And again, I want to apologize because as a black person, I really feel like I've been doing a disservice to the black and brown community. As a whole, black people, white people, Asian people, everybody need to try to push and represent all groups within the trans community. I remember thinking when I first came out that I could never be a good looking trans person because the trans people who were getting all the likes and all the love were white. So it made me think, because I'm a black trans person, am I not desirable? Am I not worthy of love, worthy of likes? Not that likes matter, but just to put in the perspective of what I'm talking about, it's like, was I not enough? And yeah, I know some of you guys are going to be like, all right, Kyle, but you are getting the numbers, whatever. That's great, but that's still not my point. My point is not the numbers. My point is the fact that we are so hard to come across on a daily basis that people are reaching out on things like Reddit, begging and searching for black representation. It should not be that hard that people have to literally ask over and over again, where can I find black creators? If you are mature enough, you will understand where I'm coming from. If you're not, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for you here. I love all of my followers. I love all of the influencers, no matter what skin color you are. I just want representation for everybody. I want people like me when I first started transitioning to be able to find people that look like them. We need to see creators with afros, with braids, with dreads, with curly beards. We need to see people that look like us. And we can't do that when we continuously make a standard for what trans looks like. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. We are still on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and I know we're going to make it. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. Until next time.